Greetings, Jeffrey Guterman here for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball radio version. And we're very glad to hear from you. Today's ball game is the first of a three-game series dated July 29, 1969, Washington Senators at the Seattle Pilots. So Washington flies into Seattle for a three-game series. It'll be Joe Coleman for the Senators, a right-hander, and Gene Brabender pitching for Seattle. He is a right-hander. And the coffee is brewing, and we're awfully glad to have you here at the ball game. Indeed, we are. Indeed. Hello. Okay, let's look at our opening lineups here today. For the Senators, leading off is Del Unser in center field. Batting second, Lee May in right. Frank Howard bats third. He's in left. Mike Epstein cleanup at first base. Ken McMullen bats fifth. He's at third. Bernie Allen bats sixth. He's at second. Eddie Brinkman at short. Paul Casanova catching. And the pitcher, Joe Coleman. For Seattle, leading off Tommy Harper at third. Wayne Comer in center. Steve Hovley in right. Tommy Davis in left. Don Mincher at first. Jerry McNerney catching. John Donaldson at second. Ray Euler at short. And the pitcher, Gene Brabender, just checking the sound. And those are the lineups. Senators come into this in third place in the AL East, 17 behind the first place Orioles. Seattle in fifth place, 31 games behind the first place Twins, and they passed Kansas City. And in a moment, we expect the teams to take the fields. We're glad to have you. The coffee is brewing. This is a new experiment. Doing the radio version. And I hope you find it to be valuable. There's nothing wrong with your screen. It's a radio version only. And it's just easier for me to broadcast. Okay, and the Seattle Pilots take the field, setting up the Pilots defensively. In the infield, it's Mincher at first, Donaldson at second, Euler at short, Harper at third, outfield left to right, Tommy Davis in left, Comer in center and Hovley in right. The pitcher is Gene Brabender, and catching him is Jerry McNerney. And leading off, and we'd love to hear in text how you feel about this radio version, Del Unser, left-handed hitter facing Gene Brabender. Okay, Brabender is ready, and I just want to check my tweet is up. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. Okay, here comes Unser stepping in. Brabender on the mound. He's ready. He gets in his windup, and the pitch to Unser. 5-10, grounds it to short. That's for Euler at 2. 3-2, and he throws him out. 1 away, and we are underway here at Sixth Stadium. Coming right at you. Now Lee May is the batter. Much more leisurely type of way to, for me. Okay, I don't have to worry about the thing breaking down. Kathy Harden has arrived. 2 questions, Kathy. First of all, this is the radio version, and I covered up the camera. You can see as I tap it. Okay, I covered up the camera here. Okay, because I want to do, it's easier for me to do it radio version. I like radio version. Let me know how the quality of the audio is. Mark Schucker has arrived. Let me know how you feel about this. And if you might get used to it. Second question is, how are you doing in the storm? And the coffee is brewing. You see, I don't have to worry about the phone calls, any kind of shit. So I certainly wouldn't want to disappoint you. I imagine that the audio quality is good. I check it. I can check it right now. Listen. You see, that sounds pretty good to me. Maybe it takes some getting used to. So just consider this a big radio. You can even minimize it, even though I pluck some stuff in the text. I can do that more readily. Okay. And so forth. You had snow, but you're okay. It's not catastrophic or anything like that, I assume. Okay. All right, Lee May is up. He's a left-handed hitter. Gene Brabender on the mound, right-handed pitcher. 1 out, nobody on, top of the first. Here's the pitch to May, 4-8. He walked him. So May is on first with 1 out. And big Frank Howard is the batter. Big Hondo. Here's Brabender from the stretch, the pitch to Howard. 1-6. And swung on and hit well to left field, but Tommy Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for 2 outs. May holds. Here's Mike Epstein. You let me know how you feel about this, Kathy. Be honest with me, please. Mike Epstein, 2 outs, and you too, Mark Schucker. Mike Epstein up with 2 outs and May on first. The coffee is almost ready. Here's the pitch from Brabender. 1-8. Struck him out. And that side is retired. There were no runs for Washington in the top of the first. No hits, a walk, and 1 left. After a half, Washington nothing. Seattle coming to bat. And here's Joe Coleman now. I can more easily text now. Here's Joe Coleman now, the pitcher for Washington. I'll tell you, it's cool here. I'm going to turn off this air conditioner. I did it earlier, and I open up a window, and it's going to be just fine. I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if Kathy wants Seattle. I really don't know. It's just going to take some getting used to. And don't worry, I may go back. I'm just doing this for a few games. I'm doing this for this game. And if I have the energy, I'll be doing the second game, the final game of this state of games, which is already posted on the schedule. Whew. It's already 4 o'clock. Wow. If I have the gumption, our next game will be San Diego at St. Louis to open up their series. Actually, that's going to be a second game of their series. Santorini for San Diego and Bryles for St. Louis. Okay, here's Tommy Harper now to lead it off for Seattle. Bottom of the first, Coleman on the mound for Washington. Here's Coleman and the pitch to Harper. 1-5. He grounds it to third, picked up by McMullen, throws over to Epstein, 1 down. Here's Wayne Comer. Bottom of the first, Seattle batting, no score. Here's the pitch to Comer, 4-7, struck him out. 2 away. And Steve Hovley. Pitch from Coleman, 4-7, walked him. So Seattle has a base runner, Steve Hovley, a B, 1-10, 1-8 with Casanova being held. Hovley on first, and 2 down. Here's Coleman now. And the pitch. 3-9, grounds it to short. Brinkman has it, throws to Epstein, side retired. No runs, no hits, a walk to Hovley, left on base, just like Washington. And it's scoreless after 1. Okay, Brabender takes the mound for Seattle. And Ken McMullen will be the batter. Let's get some crowd noise. YouTube baseball crowd noise. You might find it a little better. Oh. I took a nap. Okay, it's Ken McMullen leading it off here. Brabender now. The pitch to McMullen. "4-2. Flies it to left. Tommy Davis makes the catch, one away. Now Bernie Allen. Washington batting top of the second. Oh. Brabender winds, and the pitch to Bernie Allen now. 6-7. Walked him. Second walk given up by Brabender. Bernie Allen on first. Here's Eddie Brinkman. Pitch from Brabender, 3-4, grounds it back to Brabender. He throws to second for the force, and Brinkman is on. So Bernie Allen thrown out, going from first to second. And Brinkman's on first with 2 outs. Now Paul Casanova. Brabender. Pitch to Casanova, 3-3. Hit by the pitch. Brabender just hit Casanova. So that'll be first and second with 2 outs for the pitcher, Joe Coleman. Yeah. Brabender, the pitch to Coleman. 5-7. Grounds it to second. That's for Donaldson. He's a 4. And it goes through for a base hit. Brinkman scores. Casanova goes to third. It's 1-0 Washington on a 2-out single with first and second. Brinkman came home. Casanova on third. It's first and third, 2 outs now. And here's Del Unser. Unser 0 for 1. 3-7, grounds it to short. Euler throws it over to Mincher, and the side is retired. There was 1 run on 1 hit, a hit by pitch, a walk, and 2 left. After 1.5, it's a 1-0 ball game. Here comes Joe Coleman now to pitch to Seattle in the bottom. of the second. It'll be Mincher, McNertney, and Donaldson for Seattle. Batting in the bottom of the second. They trail 1-0. All right. Here's Coleman now. The pitch to Mincher. 5-7, struck him out. 1 away. That's the second strikeout by Joe Coleman for Washington. Now Jerry McNertney. I figured posting in the score every inning, maybe not always the middle, but after every full inning. Gigi has arrived. Gigi, let us know how you like the quality and enjoyability of the radio version here. Let's just give it a try, okay? Here's McNertney, 1 out, nobody on. 5-3, grounds it to first. Epstein, 17-4. He throws it. He steps on the bag for the out. It's intentional, Gigi. I have the video covered. Okay? The video is covered. You don't need to see my face. You really don't. Just let us know how you like it. Jerry McNertney is the batter now. I'm sorry, John Donaldson. McNertney just grounded to first. 2 outs, nobody on. Coleman. Coleman. And Coleman is ready. Here's the pitch to Donaldson. 6-6, flies it to left, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for Coleman. And after 1 full inning, it's Washington 1, Seattle 0. That's a lot of frickin' snow you got there, Jerry. 33 inches. Whew. Where are you located again? We're moving to the top of the third. What is this? Gene Brabender. Oh, Southern NN. I think you meant NH. Okay, yeah. Got it. Top of the third, and Lee May leads it off for the Senators. They have a 1-0 lead. Brabender on the mound. Allowed 1 run last inning. And Lee May is the batter. He walked in the first. Here's the pitch. 4-6. And May smacks a double down the line. A leadoff double by Lee May. And here comes Hondo. I'm glad you didn't get it too bad, Kathy. Sorry for you, Gigi. It's May on second, no outs. Top of the third, Senators batting. Brabender. The pitch to Howard. 3-6. And that's a base hit to left. This could score May. May rounding third. 1-14. Davis, a +4. That's 1-18. And they'll let him come home, holding Howard at second. And it's 2-0. Senators. A double by May, and then Howard knocked him home. 2-0. Here's Mike Epstein with Howard on first. Nobody out. And the pitch, 3-4. Swung on and belted by Epstein. Way back right field. It's gone. A 2-run home run by Mike Epstein. And that makes it 4-0 Washington. It was a 3-4, a clean home run off his card. First home run of the ball game. And the Senators lead it 4-0. 3 runs in this inning. Here comes Ken McMullen. Still nobody out. Here's the pitch to McMullen. 2-7. Flies it to center. This is playable by Coleman. He makes the catch, 1 down. And Bernie Allen is the batter. One out, no one on. 3 in here. In the top of the third. Here's the pitch to Bernie. 1-3. He singles to right. Here's action in the Seattle bullpen now. Diego Segui is warming up. And here's Eddie Brinkman with Allen on first and 1 down. 3 in. 4-0 Washington. Here's the pitch to Brinkman. 6-9. Struck him out. That's the second strikeout by Brabender today. 2 outs. And Paul Casanova. And the pitch, 5-8. Fly ball center. And the side is retired, but there were 3 runs for the Senators in the top of the third, including a 2-run home run by Epstein. It's 4-0 as we move to the bottom of the third, folks. And here comes Coleman now. Coleman has not allowed any runs in 2 innings. He'll face Euler to lead it off. Euler. Okay, Coleman is ready. Here's the pitch to Euler. 4-4. Fly ball center. Unser, a 2. 4-2. And he makes the catch. 1 down. And here's Brabender. He will hit. The pitch to Brabender. 2-7 struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Joe Coleman. 2 away for Tommy Harper. Harper 0 for 1. Grounded to third in the first. And the pitch 6-7. Grounder to second. That's for Bernie Allen. He's a 3-10-3. Oh, he boots it. An error for the second baseman, Bernie Allen of Washington. First error of the ball game. That'll put Harper on first, and he's being held. He's a 1-13 being held here. And Tommy Harper takes a lead. Comer at the plate. Here's Coleman. And the pitch. 5-10. Fly ball left. Frank Howard under it. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, an error left on base. We've gone 3 full. And it's still 4-0. Leading it off for Washington in the top of the fourth will be Joe Coleman. The pitcher. And he singled. It got a run batted in the second for their first run. This will be a big test for Brabender this inning. Brabender winds the pitch to Coleman. 3-12. He flies it to right. And Hovley makes the catch, 1 away. Now Del Unser. Unser 0 for 2, grounded to short twice. Brabender throws 4-4. A ground ball to third. Tommy Harper, 14-4. And he boots it for an error. First error for Seattle. Unser on first, 1 out. And Lee May is the batter. Walked, doubled, and scored. Unser on first, 1 down for the Washington Senators. Top of the fourth. They lead 4-0. The pitch to May, 5-7. Grounder to second. That's Donaldson. He's a 4. And that goes through for a base hit. And Unser will go to third. Here's Frank Howard now. Howard 1 for 2. First and third, 1 out for Washington. Top of the fourth. Infield double play depth. And the pitch from Brabender to Howard. 5-9. Struck him out. Oh, and that was a big one. Third strikeout for Brabender. And Mike Epstein, the batter. First and third, 2 away. He hit a 2-run home run in the third. Here's the pitch to Epstein. 3-8. Fly ball to left. Playable by Tommy Davis. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, an error, both left on in the middle of the fourth. It's 4-0. Washington. Coleman takes them out. See, this way you don't have to watch. You can just listen. You can whether you're listening on your desktop or your handheld or whatever it is, you can enjoy it. Well, it's the bottom of the fourth now. It'll be Hovley, Davis, and Minshew for Seattle. Coleman throwing shutout baseball through 3. Here's Hovley now at the plate. Pitch from Coleman, 2-7. He grounds it to first, 1 out. Now Tommy Davis. Davis grounded to short in the first. And the pitch. 4-4. Fly ball center. Unser. 9-2. And it's a double. Drops in there. So Tommy Davis on second with 1 out for Seattle. Lord. Don Minshew steps in. It's Davis on second, 1 out. And here's Joe Coleman. And the pitch. 5-5. Struck him out. And that's the 4th strikeout for Coleman. Two outs now with Davis on second. Here's McNerney. For 8. Walked him. So Seattle has first and second 2 outs. McNerney on first, Davis on second, 2 away. John Donaldson the batter. And the pitch. 3-6. Grounds it to second. Bernie Allen has it, throws over to Epstein, and the side is retired. No runs, no runs, 1 hit, a walk, 2 left on. We've gone 4. It's 4-0. I hear thunder here. We're heading to the top of the 5th. And Brabender, who got out of trouble in the 4th, still in testing mode here to see if he can hang in there. He's due up next inning. I'll do this half inning, then take a little break. Ken McMullen now. Hello. Okay. Just testing. Having little issues here. The volume seems to be fine. Brabender on the mound. McMullen is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to McMullen. 6-4. Walked him. So McMullen on first to lead it off. Bernie Allen now. And the pitch, 1-7. And that is a line drive to first, caught by Minshew, 1 down. Eddie Brinkman now. 0 for 2, reached on a force and scored. It's McMullen on first with one down, top of the fifth. And the pitch. Walked him. Brinkman walks. First and second with one out. And Casanova. Six-4. Walked him. Brabender has loaded the bases with 3 walks. And Joe Coleman is the batter. Infield double play depth. Brabender. The pitch to Coleman. 6-5. And that's hit well. And it's a base hit for Coleman, the pitcher. His second hit of the game. McMullen scores. Brinkman scores. Casanova to third. 3 runs batted in for Coleman. My Lord. And the manager is coming out to speak to Brabender. Sure would like to get him through this inning to pinch hit for him. First and third, one out to win 6-0 Washington. And here's Brabender. Here's Unser now. Only one out. The pitch to Unser, 6-6. It's a fly. Oh, it's a triple by Unser. It was 1-1. Fly ball center the rest, and it's a 1. Oh, Christ. Unser with a base clearing triple. And that will be it for Brabender. About frickin' time. I just hate to do that when he's the second batter the next inning. 4 runs are in. It was first and third. I'm sorry, it was first and third, and he cleared them both. So Brabender is out. And Diego Segui is the new pitcher. Brabender pitched 4 1/3. In trouble for most of the game. He allowed 8 hits. He walked 5, struck out 3, and allowed 8 runs, but he's responsible for Unser on third with 1 out. That would be a 9th run. Diego Segui, the right-hander, is ready now to face Lee May with Unser on third, 1 out. Here's Diego now. And the pitch to May. 5-5, struck him out. 2 down. Big out by Diego. And here comes Hondo. Oh, Unser on third, 2 outs. And the pitch to Howard. 5-11. And it's a base hit to right. And Unser scores. And that will be charged to Brabender. So he's charged with 9 earned runs. It's 9-0 Washington. 2 outs, Howard on first. His second run batted in. And here comes Mike Epstein. Segui trying to get the Pilots out of this. 4-9, he struck him out. He struck out Epstein. And the side is retired. But 5 runs scored. And in the middle of the 5th, it's 9-0 Senators. And I'm going to tell you, Diego Segui will be hitting. Down 9-0. And we will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. Does that help? Just experimenting, folks. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to play a few games like this. And I'll be back very shortly. Okay. The sound is good. I'll be back. Who knows? You may learn to like this better. We'll see. $11. 5. 8, 9:30. That should be good. And we're back. It's 9-0 Senators in the middle of the fifth. I'm going to post a poll as to how you like the user experience of audio only radio version. Let me make a note to myself. And be honest, it's anonymous. It'll be on the community board. You can also tell me right here. And that has to do with not so much the quality of the sound, but the quality of the experience. Well, Joe Coleman has handled the Seattle Pilots quite well here. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Euler and Segui. And Segui will hit because at 9-0, I just don't want to be burning out this bullpen. Here's Coleman now to face Euler. And the pitch, 2-2. He hit him. And there's a warning going out to both sides. Casanova was hit by a pitch in the second inning by Brabender, and now Coleman hits Euler. And there's a warning to both sides. Here comes Diego Segui hitting. Segui is at 2 WR. Okay, Coleman now. And the pitch to Segui. 6'10", right-hander. Grounds it to short, double play. So he hit him, and then he got him retired on a double. 2 outs now. That was Euler who got hit. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Tommy Harper. And Coleman is ready. The pitch to Harper, 6'10", a ground ball to short, and the side is retired. After 5, it's 9-0. And here comes Diego. He pitched 2/3, struck out 2, allowed a single to Howard. Which brought home Unser, who had tripled. Top of the 6th, Ken McMullen will lead it off. I'm not going to be broadcasting the final game, San Diego at Seattle, until tomorrow. I know my limits. And I'll put that for a morning start. I hope you understand. I'll make that an 8:30 start. There it is. lot of things you got to do. I got to fix the tweet. Okay, McMullen leads it off here, top of the sixth. Diego Segui on the mound for Seattle. Oh, I wrote the wrong text there. Can I retract that? Yeah, let me remove that. Yeah, that's not the score. Christ. That's a good feature. Here's McMullen, the pitch from Segui. 4-9. Walked him. His second walk of the game. Senators batting, top of the sixth. Segui pitching for Seattle, in for Brabender, who allowed 9 runs in 4 1/3. Okay, Bernie Allen at the plate, facing Segui, bats left-handed. And the pitch from Segui, 6-9, and he struck him out. That's the third by Segui. Here's Eddie Brinkman now. Brinkman 0 for 2, reached on a force and scored, walked and scored. Segui throws 3-9. It's a ground ball to short, and that'll be a double play to end the inning to double up McMullen. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk. None left after the double. Middle of the sixth, 9-0. Seattle. Washington, I'm so sorry. And here comes Coleman, continues to throw shutout baseball and pitch very effectively. Wayne Comer leads it off. Yeah. Here's Coleman now. The pitch to Comer, 2-9. Struck him out. That's the fifth for Coleman. And Comer is 0 for 3. Steve Hovley now walked and grounded to first. Here's the pitch to Hovley. 4-10, and that is a base hit for Hovley. So Hovley on first, he's a B, being held. 1-8. And Tommy Davis now. Pitch to Davis. 5-8. And that is a base hit for Davis. Hovley, rounding second, goes to third. So Seattle has something going here, bottom of the sixth. First and third, 1 out. Don Mincher is the batter. He struck out twice. Here's the pitch. 4-9. Walked him. Now Coleman's endurance plays in the seventh. So that's not in play here. But it's bases loaded, 1 out. McNertney comes up for Seattle. I try to do the radio broadcast a little more detailed. so you can know exactly who's up and what's going on. Doing the best I can. I'm an experimenter. Okay, I like to experiment with shit, and we'll see. I might even do both. Do a radio and then another game with video. We'll see. Here's Jerry McNertney. Bases loaded, 1 out. Infield double play depth. The pitch from Coleman. 2-6. Grounds it back to Coleman. His only play is to second to get Mincher on a force, and a run scores. And Hovley comes in with the first run, and it's first and third. A 9-1 ball game. It's McNertney on first, Davis on third now with 2 outs. Okay, Mark Schucker. Nice having you. And John Donaldson with 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch, 1-8. Grounds it to first. Epstein scoops it. Steps on the bag, and the side is retired. So there was 1 run on 2 singles, a walk, a force that scored a run. And 2 left on after 6. 9-1 Senators over Seattle. It's easier for me to text this way also. Okay, Diego Segui takes the mound for Seattle to pitch his second full inning. He's pitched 1 2/3. Casanova leads it off. Top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Paul. 4-9. Walked him. Now Joe Coleman. 2 for 3 today with 3 runs batted in. How do you like that? Here's the pitch. 1-8. Struck him out. 4th by Diego. And Del Unser. Unser 1 for 4. Reached on an error and tripled and scored in the 5th. And he knocked in 2 runs with that triple. Here's the pitch to Unser. 4-8. Struck him out. Oh, Diego really pitching well. And Lee May, the batter. Here's the pitch to Lee. 5-5. Struck him out. That's the 6th for Diego. Side retired. He struck out the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, and then 3 straight strikeouts. Middle of the 7th, 9-1 Washington over Seattle. And here comes Coleman now, bottom of the 7th. And believe it or not, I just have a mind to let Segui hit again. I mean, what's it going to really do to bring in a pinch hitter? Here's Ray Euler. The pitch to Euler, 2-10. It's hit deep to right field, and it's gone. Ray Euler with a home run. Right off his own card. And now there'll be a hitter for Segui, but he pitched good ball. He pitched 2 2/3. He allowed only 1 hit. He walked 2, struck out 6, and allowed no runs. Coming in to pitch the top of the 8th will be John O'Donohue. a left-handed pitcher, John O'Donohue. The hitter, with nobody on and nobody out, is Greg Goosen. Goosen steps in. And here's the pitch from Coleman. 3-6. He walked him. One more hitter walk, and Coleman reaches fatigue, and we may not take him out. We, with a 9-2 lead now, might let him go if he says he feels okay. Here's Tommy Harper, 0 for 3. And the pitch, 6-11. Fly ball right. Lee May going back. 11-4. It's a double. Couldn't get it. Goosen goes to third. Seattle second and third, no outs. And that is it for Coleman, but they're going to give him a chance. Warming up is Darryl Knowles, and he's the man if needed. Here's Wayne Comer. Anything followed by a dot is a base hit to advance. Here's the pitch to Comer. 5-6, flies to right, 1 out. Now Steve Hovley, 1 for 2, walked, grounded to first, singled and scored. Harper on second, Goosen on third, 1 out. The pitch to Hovley, 4-6. Oh, there's a base hit. Oh my, with endurance. It was a strikeout dot. And when you're fatigued, that's a single. Both runs score. Goosen comes home. Harper comes home. A 2-run single. 3 runs are in this inning. And it's a 9-4 ball game. And that's it for Joe Coleman. Coleman pitched 6 1/3. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 4, struck out 5, and he's allowed thus far 4 runs. And that's going to be it. It's going to be Darryl Knowles to come in. It's 9-4. I don't believe he'd be eligible for the save with a 5-run lead. Unless he pitched 3 innings, but he's going to try to quote-unquote save it. Hovley on first with 1 out. He's being held. Here's Tommy Davis, 2 for 3. The pitch from Knowles. 1-6, flies to right, 2 outs. For Don Mincher, struck out twice and walked. It's Hovley on first, 2 outs, 3 in. On the home run by Euler to lead it off, Goosen walked, Harper doubled, and Hovley knocked them both in with a base hit. Here's the pitch to Mincher. 5-2, pops it up to first. Epstein makes the catch, and the side is retired. There were 3 runs. And after 7, it's 9-4. So they're back in the ball game. Coleman ends up allowing 4 runs. But he's the winner of record. Brabender the loser. Whoops. That's a little better. We move to the top of the 8th now. And John O'Donohue is the new pitcher. He's a left-handed pitcher. Frank Howard is the batter. He's 2 for 4. Here's O'Donohue to pitch to Howard. 6-3. Fly ball left. Davis. 9-4. Can't get it, and that's a triple by Howard. Amazing. Howard slides in. Oh, he got the wave from the third base coach. A leadoff triple by Howard. He had 2 in real world. Now it's Mike Epstein. Howard on third, no outs. The pitch to Epstein, 2-12. Hit by the pitch, and O'Donohue was thrown out of the game. Oh, my. I told you, warnings were given. That's my own rule. So O'Donohue ends up pitching 0 innings, 1 hit. He's responsible for both batters, and O'Donohue is ejected. And Steve Barber will come in. They're going to give him some time here to warm as much as he needs, given the circumstance. There was nobody warming. How do you like that? O'Donohue knocked out. And Steve Barber becomes the 4th pitcher for Seattle. How do you like that, O'Donohue? Okay, so here's Ken McMullen. Barber is ready. Tough break for O'Donohue. And I don't think he meant to hit him. Here's Barber now. First and third, nobody out. The pitch to McMullen, 1-9. He struck him out. Now double play depth with the infield. Bernie Allen, 1 for 3 and a walk today. First and third, 1 down. Here's the pitch from Barber. 3-9. Struck him out. That's 2 strikeouts. And Eddie Brinkman. Eddie 0 for 3. Reached on a force and scored. Walked and scored. Here's the pitch, 5-12. Grounds it to first. That's for Mincher, a 4. 13-4. And he steps on the bag and the side is retired. No runs. The triple, leadoff triple by Howard. Epstein hit by a pitch, ejecting O'Donohue. And then Barber comes in and retires the side in order. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. And here's Darrell Knowles in it. McNertney, Donaldson, and Euler. McNertney leads it off for Seattle. You're down by 5. And the pitch, 4-8. Fly ball center, 1 out. Now John Donaldson. Donaldson 0 for 3. Here's the pitch, 6-5. And Donaldson hits it well, hits it deep, but he's a W power, so it's a base hit. It would have been a home run, 1-13. It was a 3, but Donaldson has W power against lefties, so he's on first, 1 out. And Ray Euler is the batter. 3-5. Struck him out. That's the first by Knowles, and there'll be a pinch hitter. Barber pitched 1 inning. No hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, no runs. Coming in to hit will be Rich Rollins. The new pitcher will be Gary Roggenberg. Gary Roggenberg. And he'll be the 5th pitcher. Rich Rollins steps in. 2 outs with Donaldson on first. Here's the pitch from Knowles. 2-7, grounds it to short. The side is retired. So no runs for Seattle. And we're heading to the top of the 9th. It's 9-4 Washington. Senators batting. Casanova leads it off. Casanova's walked twice, hit by a pitch, flew to center. Pitch to Casanova, base hit to left. And here comes Knowles. He's a 1 WL. Pitch from Roggenberg. 1-3, grounds it to second, double play. 2 outs, nobody on. And Unser comes to the plate. It'll be the top of the order for Seattle in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch to Unser. 5-8, grounds it to second. Donaldson, 19-4. And he throws him out. Side retired. Here we go to the bottom of the 9th. Senators lead it 9-4. And Darryl Knowles comes in. And the top of the order, it's Tommy Harper, 1 for 4. Here's Knowles. 2-7, walked him. And he's being held. Coleman now. From the stretch, Knowles. 2-5, walked him. That's 2 walks in succession. Steve Hovley now, 2 for 3 with a walk. Knowles better be careful here. It's a 9-4 ball game, down by 5. First and second, no outs. Bottom of the 9th, Seattle batting. Here's Hovley. And the pitch, 1-6. Base hit to left. Oh, my. Harper scores. They hold Comer at second. That's the third run batted in for Hovley. And it's a 9-5 ball game, first and second. And still nobody out. After the first out of this inning, he will be in endurance situation because he pitched 2/3 of the seventh. First and second, nobody out. Here's Tommy Davis. Knowles. The pitch to Davis, 5-7, and that is a base hit up the middle. Comer scores. It's first and third now. Davis on first, Hovley on third. Action in the Washington bullpen, but Knowles has not reached fatigue yet. It's Dennis Higgins, a right-hander, warming up. They'll play the infield back. They'll even let up a third run for 2 outs. It's 9-6. And here's Mincher. The pitch from Knowles. 1-7. Grounds it to second. Double play. The run does score. That's the third run for Seattle this inning. And it's a 9-7 ball game. And that's going to be it for Knowles, because he's reached fatigue at this point. And Dennis Higgins comes in to finish it off. Dennis Higgins with 2 outs and nobody on base. Knowles pitched 2 1/3 innings. I'm sorry, he pitched 2 1/3. Yes. He allowed 3 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1, and he's allowed 3 thus far. Coleman's still the loser of record. Knowles gets charged with 3 runs. Wait a minute here. That was, 3 runs. That's exactly right. And it's a 9-7 ball game, Lord. But it's 2 outs, nobody on, and Jerry McNerney is the batter. Oh, Lord. What a game. Here's Higgins now to finish it off. The pitch to McNerney. 3-3. Pops it up right behind home plate. Casanova makes the catch. And the ball game is over. So it was a close call for the Senators, but they come out ahead. The final score, Washington 9, Seattle 7. The win goes to Coleman. With help from Knowles and Higgins. The loss goes to Brabender. 7 2/3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. The final line Washington Senators, 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Seattle, 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. And Seattle out-hit Washington and lost. So that's the ball game. Please look for my poll on the quality of your user experience, not just the quality of the audio. Stay well, everybody, and I'll catch you next time.